Hi there. Join our casual conversations for curious, bewildered, and aspiring midlife cannabis queens. Welcome to the Closet Disco Queen Potcast, featuring Queenie and TT. So kick off your platform shoes, sit back and get ready to laugh and learn all about adult use cannabis without having to ask a 22-year-old. Let's get rolling.
Well, hello, TT.
Hello, Queenie.
Long time no see.
We've had to, because of scheduling
Compress our
issues.
schedule a little bit.
Yes.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You brought gifts. This lovely kitchen sink cookie from Panera.
It's so
Oh
good.
my God.
If you've never had one, they're a little pricey, but they're totally worth it because, they're the size of, a small pizza.
A saucer. Yeah. They're yummy. It's got all the tastes right in there.
Everything.
Everything you'd ever want.
In a cookie.
It's there. Nuts, salt, chocolate, caramel, butterscotch, the whole shit.
The whole thing.
It's there. Raisins. God bless America. It's got it all. It's delish.
It's really good. And having some cannabis in your system will even enhance the taste more.
It's so tasty. Yes.
Highly recommended.
Oh yes. This is a 5-star
Five-star
treat.
review.
Yes. This is a keeper for sure. For sure. Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, what have you consumed today, TT?
I had my very last gummy.
Oh, no.
I still have to get to the dispensary, but
Hexiless.
I will. Well, there are. Maybe I'll have to try one of the delivery services. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to Wisco in a couple days, so I can survive.
Well, from what I hear, you could use a little,
yeah,
gummy action
I
for
could.
the next several days.
Well, maybe I'll take home a sploof because I do have, my
There you go.
big ass joints.
Feel free to take one of those.
All right.
With you.
Yeah,
They travel
I'll just
well.
Sploof it
And
up.
it'll make your clothes smell really nice.
Yeah.
So if nothing else. So yes, I had a little pre-roll joint.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Was it the dog walker?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're very fond of those little babies.
Well, they're just the right size. They're very teeny. Just enough.
Nice.
Not too much, just enough. Perfect size.
That's, when you can find that sweet spot.
Right.
It's such a good thing.
It's great.
Yeah.
To just, be able to have a go-to.
Yeah.
You know what to expect.
The
The whole thing. Everything is cool.
It's consistent.
It's consistent.
And
as is.
you're not overdoing anything.
Right.
You're getting the benefit that you need from it.
Correct. You know what to expect.
Awesome.
Just awesome. Yeah. Very awesome. In fact, I need some more dog walkers, so we'll see. I might have to make a little trip. Oh dear. Just did it again. Wow. What is
Mind meld.
That's for sure. Well, I must say that the weather that we've been encountering here has been so freaking bizarre. It got a little warm the other day.
Yes.
We had some
And
meltage.
a lot of meltage.
A lot of meltage. And we're expecting, I don't know, ice tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ice,
Yeah.
snow,
Well,
whatever.
and it got cold again. So we have, of course, like right in
yeah.
front of the garage and the front steps, we've
Everything's
got some
iced
ice.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's mighty fun here. Lots and lots of fun because, of course, as TT said, whatever melted froze in place. So where you may have had bare pavement, you may not
Right.
within a matter of minutes. Ugh. And then tomorrow's just going to be a big shit show,
Icky.
I think.
Yeah. I think it's
So.
supposed to start in the afternoon, right?
Oh, I
Or no?
thought no morning, late morning,
Oh,
because
okay.
there's a question of whether or not they're going to cancel school
Oh, wow. Because
because
the ice.
it's going to be cumulative.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, I was able to,
And they
say
won't be able
that.
to get the kids home.
Well, that could be a problem. So I have to be on call because I've got the granddaughters tonight.
Oh,
My daughter's traveling. Everybody's traveling, so I've got them overnight tonight. So if they're not having school tomorrow, I have them all day tomorrow.
all
so
day to have,
we have
lots
to
of fun.
figure out
It's
what's
not-
going on.
And when it's ice and sleet, that kind of crap, the kids can't even go out and play.
No,
it's not even
no,
fun.
There's
Nothing redeeming about it.
not at all. It's just dangerous. There, I said it. I feel like an old woman.
I know.
Jesus.
Don't go out there.
No,
it's
you're gonna get
Sherry.
hurt. Be
Put on your
careful.
treads.
The last thing I need is a broken hip. It's true.
It's true.
Although we have seen miraculous recoveries from hip surgery.
That's right.
You know,
Sissy
case in
gets
point, I know.
her stitches out tomorrow.
Wow, man.
Yeah,
She's still using an assistive device.
she is. She's still got her cane and her little grabber thing. She uses that all the time.
Wow.
It's very handy because she can't bend over.
Well, there you go. That you have to make do.
Mm-hmm.
Those little grabber things do look handy.
Yeah, it's
I could just
pretty
sit
cool.
my ass someplace and just
Never
use
get up
that.
again.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. God, I think we have one in the house somewhere from Dan's mom.
Oh, probably.
I'll have to
Could
see
be.
if I can lay my hands on that little sucker. That might come in handy soon. I don't know. Our Closet Disco Queen podcast deals with legal adult cannabis use and is intended for entertainment purposes only for those 21 and older. What's the latest with going on with the coup that's occurring? The slow rolling coup that's
It's-
occurring in our government.
It's so freaking scary, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I
I
don't even know. I don't even know. Part of me feels like, oh, I'm catastrophizing, but the catastrophe is here.
Right.
I am not catastrophizing.
Right.
I am seeing reality.
You know,
Although I have to
can't
say,
go into certain buildings without X, Y, and Z clearance, but this dude
yep.
who's not even a born citizen, I
Right.
shouldn't say that.
Oh, right. Oh, I saw someone wrote, oh, so now you're against immigrants? And I was like, what?
Yeah.
About Musk? And I'm like, wait a minute, we're shipping them off to Guantanamo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's just so
Yeah,
everything
he overstayed
is.
his visa. So he was illegal for a while, but he did become a citizen eventually. But he's got his hands on everything.
He has
He can go
the
anywhere,
keys
look at anything.
to the kingdom. He is.
What the fuck?
Yep.
You can't get a driver's license without 18 points of
Right.
identification, but this dude can just walk in
Exactly.
and he's got billions of dollars worth of defense contracts with the government. Oh,
I know.
All right. Well,
Well, there's that. And then the latest news, because today's Wednesday, yesterday, Trump came up with an amazing plan for peace in the Mideast.
yes, just turn Gaza into the Gaza Riviera.
Right. And it would be open to all.
Of
He
course.
did
Well,
make
with
that,
Trump resorts.
except the Palestinians.
Except them, of course. But, you know.
And just have a couple of other countries take. It's not like saying we will resettle them here and they can become American citizens if they want. No, it's like you people take these people and I'm going to build.
take the real
He
estate.
thinks it's
the beachfront.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
thinks it's like a real estate deal.
Well, everybody, we're getting what we deserve.
We are.
I'm sorry.
And the thing
You
that's
stupid
really
asses.
distressing to me is I think there are some people who voted for him who are saying, oh my, oh dear.
Well-
But there are a lot of people who are still defending every single thing he does and vociferously.
Yeah, our representatives.
Right.
The Congress is
Yeah.
one case
Oh
in
my
point.
God. And the Senate is
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And they passed through on RFK.
that.
Senate
Well,
did.
that was going to be my news story.
Oh, I'm
not
sorry. I
only did
didn't
they
mean to-
not only did they pass him through, but he's changed his tune.
Oh, what tune is he singing now?
Well, his tune used to be,
You
I
wanna
think
just jump
cannabis.
into-
Let's
we're gonna
just.
just
All
well,
right.
let's do what's the buzz? Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what you're waiting for.
I was waiting for
The music?
Okay. I just was pausing for the music, I guess. I don't
I'll
know.
leave this open for the music.
What's the latest but buzz? TT, tell me the news. Where is it legal? No one knows. What's the latest but buzz? TT.
Well, RFK says now, after all the time he was campaigning and, trying to be president, he said he would absolutely legalize marijuana.
Oh my God.
Now, all of a sudden, he is saying he'll defer to the DEA on not just legalization, but on rescheduling. He's deferring to the DEA.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can't trust one of these fuckers.
No. And they just swing easily, swing and sway. Even
they say
the
what
one,
they need to say at any given day, at any given point.
Well, and the one person that I was kind of hoping would be able to stop this thing, the physician.
Oh, he caved.
He caved. I mean, he had grave concerns, and he got
grave concerns. My ass.
And he
You're
got
a fucking physician.
I know, and he got promises that they wouldn't. Blah blah
Okay,
blah. You're
right.
going to believe these guys? You're going to
What an
believe
asshole.
anything they say? Sorry.
Wimp. Bunch of pussies in Congress. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So he did not defend his previously stated support for legalization. He said that the decision is up to the DEA, which of course we know is opposing legalization. So anyway,
Well, folks,
yeah.
who knows what the hell's going to happen?
Yep.
These
And when
jokers.
he was asked point blank by Elizabeth Warden, do you commit to working with the DOJ and DEA to swiftly resume proceedings on the scheduling of marijuana, which are currently paused? He said, I defer to the DOJ and DEA on the allocation of their resources and the development of their priorities. So he's basically saying that doesn't even need to be on the table anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
No surprises there.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is. They're all skunks.
They're kissing the ring. It's so appalling and scary, and I don't even know what to say.
It's beyond
because
comprehension. It's just
there's no rules.
no.
There's no guardrails. There's no rules.
No
There's no
law.
expectation. There's no law.
Nope.
It's like anything goes.
Yep. Whim on a whim, and we're just going to let it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because,
Well,
we'll see what happens with the protest today if people actually end up there. And
doing what? It's man, we got to take some lessons from the French or something. They didn't bat an eye. They were out there in the streets. You just try to change the retirement age. Tens of thousands of people in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
The Americans are sitting back on their fat asses watching it all happen.
I just keep holding out hope that someone, I know that the ACLU is doing all these lawsuits, and there are other people
But why
bringing,
are we expecting
like
the system that's falling apart to work on our behalf?
Well, that's just it. If you don't respect the law, who cares about a lawsuit?
Right.
We've already learned that Trump can get away with anything.
Right. He'll do whatever
and
he damn well
everything.
pleases anyway.
Right. Yep. So
Or he'll just
it's-
appeal.
Exactly.
I just, everybody should have as much access
Mm-hmm.
to the right to appeal as Mr. Trump has been allowed.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone should. This is bullshit.
Yep. And there are people. Oh, I don't even want to. I don't even know what to say anymore.
Nope, there's nothing to say, really. It's damn deplorable.
It's
Really is.
sad,
It's
too.
embarrassing.
Isn't it sad?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just very, very, I feel like our country's dying. And yet there are so many people who feel like we're on the right track.
Well, there's all the white men,
Right. That's true.
the racist.
The scared
white
white
men.
men. And it's all about cruelty, I think.
Others
At this point.
damning others,
Yeah.
because if someone's different than you, they might get something that you think you deserve,
Right.
because you're superior just by virtue of the fact that you exist.
Right. Oh, I thought we were beyond this. I think that's
No.
the thing that is so why I'm so upset is that I really thought we were making progress as a society, but we're not.
No.
I'm especially troubled by the way trans people have been demonized and are being treated so poorly, not able to access health care, being blamed for things like plane crash. Well, that was DEI, but but still.
Oh, no. The first rumor was it was a trans pilot.
Right. That's true.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was there too. Oh, it's just it's scary that people, we're putting people in
sheep.
Those classes like the Nazis did. These are the people who need to go, and these are the people who can stay.
Unreal.
So who knows how long we'll be able to do this?
Well, keep rocking it. We'll just have to keep.
We're just going to keep talking.
God, keep talking about it. I also noticed this morning that the legislature in Hawaii passed legalization.
Yay! Oh, and Virginia.
Now, that's expected
Virginia was
to be
the Senate,
vetoed.
right? Yeah, right.
By Youngkin. But, and I didn't read the whole article on Hawaii, but whether or not that's expected to go through, I would anticipate it will.
Mm-hmm.
Just a guess.
I hope so.
So slowly but surely.
The people are speaking.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
The people don't matter. I called my senator today and I complained again, But what are you going to do?
You're singing to the choir.
I got a message. I left him a message. And then I was encouraged by his voicemail to leave an email. Although we've heard that emails are pretty much don't work at all.
None of it works because we don't have money.
That's true.
If we were a multi-billion-dollar organization lining their pockets, we'd be listened to.
That's true. Yeah.
Even though we pay every single fucker's salary up there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. I'm in a foul mood because of this.
I know.
It's awful.
It's hard not to be.
Damn disgusting. Really is. It's bad. Bad news.
Bad. All right. Well, let's try and lighten things up a little.
Lighten things up.
Oh no, they're back and they're pissed today. Queenie and TT got some things to say. Politicians lying, pockets getting fat. If you're on their TV, you better duck fast. Warning, warning, stay out of sight. Queenie and TT are ready to fight. Crooked deals and greed gone wild. They might just run for office, so you better hide. Taxes go up, morals go down. Clowns in charge, still running this town. If you love chaos, then cast your vote. We'll just be here, burning our ballots for smoke. Warning, warning, stay out of sight. Queenie and TT are ready to fight. If common sense is out of stock, then maybe it's time to clean house with a mop. We're not mad, we're just unimpressed. Government's a mess, but hey, God bless. Grab some popcorn, the circus is grand. Just don't expect us to clap on demand. Warning, warning, stay out of sight. Queenie and TT are ready to fight. Crooked deals and greed gone wild. They might just run for office, so you better hide. We're not mad. We're not mad. We're not mad. We're just students in mess. Government's a mess, but hey, God bless. Grab some popcorn, the circus is grand. Just don't expect us to clap on demand.
Lighten things up. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I started watching AP Bio.
What's that?
It's a comedy. It's a sitcom on Peacock or NBC. It's pretty funny.
Yeah?
My daughter and husband were watching it, and they were, screaming, laughing about it. So I thought, I'll give it a try. Why, of course, watched the whole first season yesterday. I'll give it a try, I say.
Is it a high school show?
It is set in high school, but it's a very different premise. The guy who's supposed to be the AP bio teacher is a doctorate person with a doctorate in philosophy from Harvard. He was a professor at Harvard.
Okay.
He did not get tenure, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So he was essentially blacklisted, and he ends up teaching AP bio in Toledo, Ohio.
Okay.
But he's not teaching bio. He basically is threatening the students with, they're not going to talk about bio. They're basically there to do his bidding.
Oh my goodness.
So, it's an interesting concept, and it's dry. A lot of dry humor, but like Patton Oswalt is in it.
Who's that?
Oh, I can't remember what else he was in.
Okay, I might recognize him.
Yeah, I think
I'm not
you
good
would
with names.
when you saw him. Yeah, but it's very interesting. It's creative but different. It's different humor.
I was distressed last night when I was watching the Pit. I kind of got into
to that.
Well, it comes out every week.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I have to wait.
I thought the whole thing was up there. Oh.
I thought the whole thing was up there. I am not a can wait every week person.
Well, we've gotten away from that.
Yes,
for sure. We got spoiled.
I am a binger.
I know. We need it all at once. This wait. Ugh, for the birds.
How did we ever wait?
And if you didn't see it, you were done.
Yeah, right.
And you might catch it on reruns.
Yeah,
maybe. All out of order. You'd miss out totally. And then we got VCRs, that got a little better.
Right.
And, it's just, and now we're right back to where we started.
I know.
Being spoiled rotten and not being able to see things when we want them.
Oh, dear.
That's why shows like that, I usually wait until they're all done.
Yeah.
Before I even start watching them, because I know.
I didn't realize it was a serial,
nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are a couple of those out there.
There are. Yeah. I started watching something else and I was like, no.
Severance. Isn't Severance?
Severance is one of them.
Week.
Yeah. I thought
yeah.
the whole second season was out.
Oh, no. Oh, see, and that's The Gilded Age is coming back, and it's going to be like that.
Oh, see.
I want to watch the whole thing. I want to just sit down and watch it in one rip.
Yep.
Oh, it's so much fun doing that.
I know.
Oh, man.
Get
There's
lost
nothing
in it.
better than that.
Well, when the real world outside is the way it is right now.
Oh, yeah. This is like
why would you not want to?
Oh, yes. Let's escape. Oh,
yeah.
Why not? It is right, because some of these things are just hysterical. I finished watching all 5 or 6 seasons of The New Adventures of Old Christine.
Oh, that is a funny show.
Probably the 3rd or 4th time I've watched the entire series. Hysterical.
That's how I am with Curb Your Enthusiasm. I just keep going back to it.
I do too. That's always good for a laugh. I can go back and watch that at any point in that series.
Yeah, I started right at the beginning again, they're so young.
Oh my god! First time I ever saw it was the episode, my loving aunt. That one, on the first season when he his wife's aunt died.
Oh, yeah.
They thought it said
That's right. Instead of aunt.
Instead of
That's
aunt.
Right.
Oh, my God. I thought, what is this show? Oh, my God.
Oh, God. It is so funny.
Like, this is so
freaking funny.
Off the wall. It was funny. And then there's a podcast with Susie and
Jeff.
Oh,
no kidding.
Yeah, and they talk about all the episodes. It's pretty
cool.
funny. It's funny, the two of them. Again, he's all over the place. She keeps him, on track. Because he does flit.
Does he?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, and a lot of that show was like loosely scripted, right?
Oh, there wasn't even a script. They got an outline.
Okay.
That was it.
That's okay.
And then the rest of it is improv. It's
that is
improv.
amazing.
And it is amazing, because just watching this stuff flow out of these people's mouths is hysterical. And you can see Larry taking it in, because he's hearing it for the first time too, and he's like amused.
And there are times that he just laughs out loud.
Yeah. I mean, so that show is just brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it's a good escape.
Yes, it is. I'll watch that anytime. I can watch Will and Grace anytime. That's a funny show too.
I still go back to Seinfeld.
Seinfeld, yeah. Johnny Carson show. I watch the Tonight Show too.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw.
That's always good for a good laugh. You know, go back to the good old days.
The good old
with
days.
Dino
Make America great again.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, man. I know.
We are pleased to welcome back for your enduring podcast pleasure. Is it a strain or figment of Queenie's brain?
Well, TT, are you ready to play everybody's favorite game?
I am looking forward to playing this game.
Is it a strain or a figment of Queenie's brain?
I'm ready.
She's ready. Oh, she's been chewing on the cookie. Well, I
I'm
think
sorry.
since you're chewing on some cookie, I'll take a soft piece so it doesn't make any crunchy sounds.
Yummy. We can make yummy sounds.
Sorry.
So good.
So good. Salt. And chocolate. Well, TT, this week's selection should provide you with adequate challenge.
Oh, I like a challenge.
She does, indeed. This week's selection is Lunar Flare.
Ooh, lunar flare.
Lunar Flare.
Okay, lunar to the moon. Flare. With flare, I think of bell-bottom pants.
That's one.
Flared legs. Oh, lunar
That's
flare. Well,
One
lunar.
use of the word flare.
Yeah, we have talked in the past too about how lunar and space and, conjures up being spacey and out of this world.
Oh, yes. To the moon.
Lunar flare. I'm going to say that although.
Is it a strain or a figment? That is the question.
I think this one might be a figment of your brain.
TT has posited that lunar flare is a figment of Queenie's brain.
Yes.
What might have led you to that conclusion?
I don't know. I just think the word flare doesn't strike me as being a strain name. I don't know why.
Won't we be surprised now?
Is it FLARE or FLAIR?
Well, FLAIR is a pen
Well, it's also like
with flare.
with flair.
Yes,
You
I
do something with
suppose, but
flair.
Why would, and we're both winging our hands upright. Why are we, why
Well,
would
that's the word that
cannabis have flare?
Oh, flare, the other flare I could see being. Oh, now let me think again, because I was thinking FLAIR.
Oh, no.
Lunar flare. FLARE, like flare, like firing something up, flaring up
Flare.
your. Oh,
like
yes.
a road flare.
Yeah. Or
My father had road flares.
he did in his car.
Yeah, well, he was a trooper.
That's true.
They
Yeah.
carried them with them, bam. Needed to have them.
Packing.
That was our 4th of July celebration.
Him setting off the flares.
He'd spark up a couple flares. That was because, we couldn't have fireworks because it was illegal.
We
just had
somehow
road flares.
We had sparklers. I don't know where we got them. Were they illegal?
Oh, my God, yes. Yes, they were. Nope, he just put that big old spike of a flare right in the road.
Let it rip. Okay, well, I'm changing my mind then. I'm thinking lunar flare could be a strain. So I apologize for the confusion, but it was all in the spelling.
In the spelling and the derivative
The
of
derivative.
flare.
Right.
Which
exactly.
flare?
Yeah.
So if it was FLAIR, you would say
No.
and since it's FLARE,
The answer is yes, it is a strain.
all right, even though that means pant leg also.
Yes.
Okay, just
Yeah.
wanted to be sure that you're aware
I was a little
all
well,
the
I wasn't
different-
thinking of the spelling of pant leg, but then I thought of FLAIR.
See,
And that's when I asked because
well, FLAIR to me is a pen, a nifty felt tip pen.
that's from all the commercials we
Flares
watched.
were so cool when they first
They
came
were.
out.
There's nothing like them.
Navy blue flare.
I know.
They were
They
cool.
Had, they had neon ones eventually too.
Eventually, yes, they did produce some really hot-looking colors.
The red ones were the ones the teachers
Oh, yeah, they always
used,
had,
you
give
know?
a red flare. Ah! Oh, God, yeah. We'd hate to see that come out.
Yeah, that looks
Okay.
like your paper is bloody.
Yeah, you don't want to see the flare. Now, so TT has come to the conclusion that it is indeed a strain, lunar flare. Is that correct?
Yes.
TT, you are incorrect.
Oh, I should have gone with my
You should have
first.
stuck with your first impulse, which is FLAIR, which isn't the way it's spelled.
But
That's the way you interpreted it. So lunar flare is just
from your brain.
from the brain.
Oh, it's a
And
good one.
It's also available for use
There you go. We
as
should
as needed.
package our
I know our
unused names.
I know.
Yeah.
Why not trademark them? So I have nothing to share about the lunar flare.
Because it's
It's fake.
fake.
It's not real.
Okay.
So-
Well, it's a good name though.
I find it very interesting the way you're able to turn on a dime based,
FLARE.
based on the spelling of a word.
Well-
you make a good point.
It always makes sense in my head.
Yeah, well, that's all that matters then, isn't it?
What makes sense in my head is frequently far from the truth.
Well, truth doesn't matter anymore.
That's true.
Haven't we learned that? You silly girl. All right, I'm going to have another piece.
All right. Enjoy.
If you have a query, my dearie, that can't be answered by Siri, turn to Mary Jane in your time of need. She's got all the answers about weed. Oh, weed.
Okay, so we've got a question for Marjane.
All right.
MJ, I'm new to cannabis, and the dispensary menu looks like it requires a secret decoder ring. How'd I know what to buy without sounding like a total newbie?
Oh, honey. I love this question because walking into a dispensary for the first time can feel like stepping into an upscale wine shop when all you really wanted was a bottle of red. But don't worry, I've got you. Here's how to navigate that dispensary menu like the confident cannabis queen you are. Before you even glance at the menu, ask yourself, what do I want to feel? Relaxed? Stress relief? Sleep? Unwinding? Energized? Creativity? Socializing? Getting shit done? Balanced? Just a little mood boost without being too much. Knowing your goal helps you narrow down what to ask for. Dispensary menus are filled with words like indica, sativa, hybrid, and terpenes. And while cannabis nerds love these terms, here's what you actually need to know. Indica. Indicouch. Relaxing, body high, good for nighttime. Sativa. Social butterfly, uplifting, energizing, creative. Hybrid. Goldilocks. A little of both, depending on the strain. You don't need to memorize strain names like you're cramming for a test. Just tell your bud tender, I'm looking for something to help me relax but still be functional. Or, I want something light and happy, nothing too intense. They'll take it from there. The menu might look overwhelming, but all cannabis falls into just a few basic categories. Flower, aka bud for smoking, comes in pre-rolls if you don't want to roll your own. Vapes, discreet, portable, easy to control. Edibles, gummies, chocolates, start low and slow. Tinctures, liquid drops, fast-acting, easy to dose. Topicals, lotions, balms, great for pain relief without the high. If you don't know where to start, tell the bud tender, I want something easy to use and beginner-friendly. They live for this kind of guidance. Listen, no one expects you to know everything. That's why bud tenders exist. Just say, I'm new to this. What would you recommend for someone who wants to feel relaxed, focused, giggly, without getting too high? Can you suggest a mild edible that won't send me to another dimension? I want to try a vape. What's good for beginners? They'll love helping you, and you'll walk away with something that actually works for you. You might see strains called Purple Monkey Blaster or Cosmic Pineapple Haze. Ignore the weird names. Instead, focus on the effect. Is this more relaxing or energizing? That's what actually matters. Final pro. Tip: keep it simple. If all else fails, just say, I'm looking for something mild and enjoyable. What's your best beginner-friendly option? Boom. Done. Before you know it, you'll be tossing around cannabis terms like a pro. And hey, if you accidentally end up with Space Tornado Kush 3000, just take one hit and see where the night takes you.
Well. So, TT.
That was comprehensive.
It sure was. Can you think back to the first time you may have visited a dispensary?
Yes.
How that felt?
I remember. It was weird.
I remember. Ooh.
It was, yeah, and I was blown away because it was, first of all, it looked differently on the inside than I thought. It was very modern, antiseptic looking,
Yes.
very clean, very, I don't know what I expected, but,
Come on.
right.
Beaded curtains.
Right.
Black lights. La, 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 la. Some go-go girls on some platforms. Yeah.
But yeah, it was intimidating because of the huge array and options that were available, which is wonderful, but overwhelming to a newbie.
Correct.
But I found the bud tender to be so kind and helpful and, just pleasant, not like, oh, I got to get this over with quickly, like willing to answer questions, willing to make recommendations. So,
did you find that the bud tender asked you some of these very questions?
yes, absolutely. What is it that you're looking for?
And what do you recall what your first purchase from a dispensary was? What did you ultimately choose initially?
I purchased gummies, hybrid gummies because grummies.
Hybrid gummies.
I purchased gummies because I had told the bud tender I want some. I'm not much of a smoker, so I tend to. It burns my throat and all that stuff. So I didn't want to have to deal with that. And so I asked about an edible. And so, I said I want to, relax and turn down some of the noise in my head and also feel happy.
There you go.
And so, yes.
And then you purchased your gummies.
I did.
See? That's how it starts, guys. It's that easy.
It's very easy.
The bud tenders that we've dealt with have all been quite informative, pleasant, funny.
Every single one. Yep.
Yeah, helpful. More than happy to answer any questions you might have, show you different products, talk about the different products, recommend things that they themselves have tried, steer you away from something that perhaps wouldn't be in line with what you're looking for.
Or be in line with you being a beginner.
True. Because you wouldn't necessarily recommend using wax for a beginner because you need a whole rig, a dab rig, and all that other stuff. We've not even used dabbed. We haven't done any dabbing.
No.
But that's not where you start. Little dabble do you is what I hear, but that's not where you start. You start with a gummy or with maybe a vape pen or something along those lines.
Right, yeah.
Or beverage.
How about you? Do you remember your first trip to a dispensary?
Yes, I do, because I had gotten a medical card. My first introduction to a dispensary was a medical dispensary. So we were all functioning under the auspices of getting better. So there was consultation, there was a review by a pharmacist to make sure. Yes, it was all, very clinical. But my first foray into legal cannabis was a vape. So, and that was brand new. I mean, that was a new
never
concept.
do that.
No. So, and maintained the medical card for a year, and then discovered Massachusetts.
It's not that far away.
No, and there's much more to choose from.
Right.
Bigger, much larger selection.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Than what was available.
And then you can kind of find your sweet spot. Yeah.
Right. And then if you recall, there's also something known as the entourage effect. So you might try an edible and maybe take a hit of a joint, and that potentates the edible, or may give a little twist to the edible for a period of time. So there are different ways to achieve different results.
Right.
And that's something that you can count on your bud tender
To help you
with.
find. Yeah.
And I'm really impressed. Some of the dispensaries that we visited, such as Royale, their inventory, the number of products, the number of SKUs that they have in that store is just unbelievable. And the bud tenders seem to know something about all of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
They're
have a question
very
about
well
something
informed.
in particular, and yes, they're able to answer it very, very quickly, accurately. It's amazing. So I give them a whole lot of credit.
Yep.
Because the product knowledge is outstanding.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. They're doing, and the ones we've been to have done a great job.
Yes. Yes. So really, you rely on your bud tender to guide you, and they're there to ask for you to ask those questions. And
now that there are more and more dispensaries popping up, at least in the states where it's been legalized,
correct.
There is some competition. So I think it makes it even more incumbent upon the people who work in a dispensary to know their product.
Oh, sure.
And be able to advise
That's
folks.
how you're going to differentiate your inventory and your customer service.
Right.
How do people feel going in and spending time in your dispensary?
Yep.
Is it too clinical? Is it too barren? Is it
too right? Is it too
sterile?
Right.
Or, are people warm and friendly and welcoming? And does the place look welcoming and warm? And, makes a big difference.
It does.
Really does. So, we've been in really teeny weeny dispensaries, like some in Adams, Massachusetts, that one little teeny one, to, pretty large type operations. So, and we've gotten great service in both settings.
I think that it seems to be that, to me, that everyone we've interacted with, in dispensaries, people who are at the pop-ups, the people we've discussed who work in laboratories, development places that are developing new strains and that kind of thing, everyone has just been very
delightful,
kind. The only time that I ran across somebody who wasn't was on a Facebook group, some Facebook group that I posted our podcast, and they were very nasty about it. So I know.
Well,
and I was like, that is the first time I've ever seen anything cannabis associated that the person was unkind.
Wow. And that says a lot.
Yeah.
But that I would agree with that. That it's just been a very welcoming, open, friendly community that we found ourselves in. So go for it, babes. You've got the information there at your fingertips, so you can even look before you go to the dispensary. You can look online at the menu and maybe have particular questions about certain different products that you can ask once you go in. So you can prepare a little bit, but
don't be
feel
afraid.
like you have to. Yeah,
right.
just
don't
they're there to help you out.
Yep.
For
And
sure.
it's so interesting. For me, it took a little while to feel like I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing, like,
oh, right.
That, like, you're kind of looking over your shoulder.
Right. Did anybody see me parking here?
Right.
Well, it doesn't help that New York has, one part of the law is their windows have to be shaded.
Right.
You cannot be able to see in through the windows. So you're right there. You're set apart.
Right.
You're doing something shady because you can't look into the store itself. So, it's a different experience, but you get used to it. And especially if you're known at a dispensary, then it's it's even more pleasant to go there because people know who you are.
You're regular.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
So yes, it can. Bud tenders should be your friends. So make friends with your local bud tender, and you'll be sorry.
All set.
That's for sure. That would be our recommendation. All righty. We will catch you next time, whenever that might be.
I'll be in Wisco.
She'll be in Wisco, folks. Have a great couple of days.
Yes.
And try to keep your chin up.
Yep.
All that good
Hang in
stuff.
there.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us at the Closet Disco Queen Podcast. Grab a brownie or doobie, pass us to your friends, and be sure to follow us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. And be sure to leave us a 5-star review, as it helps others find us. Peace out.
I walked into that shop just looking for a spark, something for my sleepless nights or just a lighter in the dark. Then I met you at the counter with a knowing little grin, said, tell me what you need, my friend, let's start this journey in. Now we're best buds, sharing strains and laughs, talking terpenes of life and how the time moves fast. You lay it out, roll it up, pass along your sage advice. Now my dealer's not just friendly, my bud tenders changed my life. You know just what I'm craving just by how I say hello. If it's a night can't sleep, or a let's get high and watch the snow. From blue dream to Durban poison, you always get it right. And somehow when I leave that shop, my whole damn soul feels light. Now we're best buds, sharing strains and laughs, talking terpenes, life and how the time moves fast. You weigh it out, roll it up, pass along your sage advice. Now my dealer's not just friendly, my bartenders changed my life. Now we're best buds, sharing strains and laughs, talking terpenes, life and how the time moves fast. You weigh it out, roll it up, pass along your sage advice. Now my dealer's not just friendly, my bartenders changed my life. Through highs and lows, through smoke and song, some friendships grow where they belong. You hand me peace with every blend, more than a bartender. You're a lifelong Now we're best buds, sharing strains and laughs, talking terpenes, life and how the time moves fast. You weigh it out, roll it up, pass along your sage advice. Now my dealer's not just friendly, my bartenders changed my life. Now my dealer's not just friendly, my bartenders changed my life. Through highs and lows, through smoke and song, some friendships grow where